Hey guys, just wanted to record this quick video about mid-side processing, what it is and what it isn't. So a lot of people think that mid-side processing is, the mid is the stuff that's in the middle of the stereo image and the sides is the stuff that's on the sides, on the edges, which is forgivable because of the way that it's labeled, but it's actually incorrect. Let me explain. The way you should think about the easiest way to get your head around this is actually change the terminology in your head from mid-side to sum difference, because actually that's what it is. The mid channel is the sum channel, okay? And the side channel is the difference channel. Now let me explain the two. Sum is left plus right, okay? So you take left, you add it to right. This channel is now sum, okay? That's what we know as the mid channel. Left minus right is difference, otherwise known as the side channel. Okay, so you think about it that way. Just think left plus right is sum, left minus right is difference. To give some context on that, like if you if you put a mono utility on your mix bus when you're mixing and you press mono to sum it all to mono, you've created a mid channel, a sum channel, okay? Also, if you, for example, in your DAW, you have a split stereo track, so you've got a left track, pan to left, and you've got a right track, pan to right. Let's say that you pan them both to the middle, and then you flip the polarity of the right channel. The resulting signal is your difference, so the stuff that's different between left and right, okay? It's as easy as that. So when you are applying processing to the mid channel, you're applying it to the sum, you're applying it to left and right. When you apply processing to difference or side, you are applying difference to the content that is different between left and right. To give us some context in mastering, which I sometimes use it for, let's say that there's some correlation issues in the bottom end. It's a little bit too, the bottom end or the muddy areas are just a bit too muddy, a bit too wobbly or anything like that. I can use a high pass filter on the difference channel, which effectively sums everything below that cutoff frequency to mono. Because if you reduce the difference, you sum the image together. So if you decrease the side channel on a band or the whole frequency spectrum, you've summed that entire signal to mono. Everything is still there. You haven't taken anything away. You've just converted that energy into sum energy. So it was difference energy, but you've turned that down and now it's become sum energy. Another reason that's useful is you might want to bring out the reflections, you might want to bring out the reverb in the mix when you're mastering, but you want to focus in and carve a particular frequency band of the reflections. You can do that in mastering. You just increase a band, increase amplitude on a certain band in the frequency spectrum only on the difference channel or the side channel, and it increases increases the audibility of those reflections, because reflections generally happen, in a sort of as a stereo effect. Reverb is a stereo effect, and so you're going to get a lot of different reflections left and right. So yeah, I mean, when push comes to shove, that's what it is. It's some difference. It's not the center and the sides. It's some difference, and I forgive a lot of people for confusing it. It's very confusing, especially when we call it something that it really, really isn't. But some difference is exactly what it is. And some plugin manufacturers call it some difference, actually. But most of them don't, because most people are looking for mid-side, because that's what most people know it for. But guys, if you've got any questions about that, just hit me up in the comments here. I'll gladly answer those questions, and let's discuss this further and talk more about the applications for it and such things. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.